3,
2,
1.
Monkey bars.
Funny. Oh my god, we're good.
Perfect. Alright. A 3, a 2, a 1, a stupid little. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Thick and Butter podcast. My name is Alex,
My name is Jesse.
aka Thick.
And butter.
And this is episode 80. Wow.
Did you just say this podcast? Oh, I thought you just said this podcast icky.
This podcast is icky.
Super icky.
Welcome to the Icky Podcast.
And with us today on the Icky Podcast is our good friend, Zach Correa.
Hello. I'm
Welcome.
back.
Welcome.
Welcome. We wanted you to come on because this is a special episode. This is our first motherfucking episode of 2021.
It was supposed to be the last episode of 2020, but instead it's going to welcome in this better year.
Hopefully, better year of 2021.
Yes. Hopefully it only goes up.
You know,
Mhm.
I made myself laugh because when the clock hit 0, we were all like, Happy New Year, and I go, 2020 wasn't that bad. I mean, but it was definitely the worst year of my existence.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy that it's fucking over with. And we are gonna bring in the new year in the second Wonderland with a bang. With a bang.
Isn't it? It's crazy that it's like
Every time we
it's
talk
the
to each
first.
other, it's like it's a roller coaster. So
Yeah.
buckle up.
This one will also be a heck of a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to talk some juicy deets about your personal lives? Like what kind of girls have you been seeing recently?
Right.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? What's your opinion on all the thick puppers that are walking around? Finally get them walks? It's been a long time that they've been walked as thoroughly as they have since the pandemic. Thanks 2020. These dogs are fit as fuck.
You know, dogs have benefited from this, so that's good.
They have. I
Yeah.
know my dog has, but
Yeah, so much people time, right?
so much people time. So much people time, so much walking time, so much biking time. I'm gonna sneeze.
Don't
Dogs is getting all the time.
Sneeze away from the microphone, please, for the love of Christ. Zach, are you basically like staying in most of the time now?
Yeah, most of the time it's just staying at home out here in Oregon, so it's mostly, strange enough, relatively better than a lot of other places. But it's been mostly staying at home, curbside pickup, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
dude,
really
where do
haven't
you
been doing
order
too
from?
much.
What's your spot? What's your kind of food?
So it's either, I mean, this is like Midwestern, like Jimmy John's.
Dressing,
Well,
pancakes,
so yeah.
eggs, fortune cookies. You know that.
Ranch goes on everything, but there's a pizza place in Portland called Ranch Pizza which, like, yeah. that like makes really good ranch, and they sell it by like the quart-sized tubs.
What?
So like,
so
it's like
you walk in and you go, how much for the tub?
You guys got a deal for buying 10?
Yeah.
A discount?
Well, I'm tempted to ask if they have like gallon size, and I'm pretty sure they would give me one at some point.
Do you think? Okay, wait. Do you think that they have a gallon just in the back?
Oh,
like
I'm sure. I'm sure that's how they make it by the
That's
gallon,
funny.
or like
But-
bigger.
So
And
do you
like they
think that
ladle it
gallon-
out.
Does that gallon jug have a label on it? Does it have like Valley Ranch label, or is it just like a unmarked, like this is the ranch jug in Sharpie? This is the ranch jug.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like that because on the smaller ones they write the expiration date on it just so you know. Because like this, they know that's a shit ton of ranch. Like you ain't gonna get through this in time, but like I do. So like that's not really relevant to me.
What if like when somebody orders a gallon of ranch, they just give you a spoon along with it?
What if they?
Because
What
they're
if
like,
they?
okay, this guy, he doesn't use ranch like the normal people.
Yeah, they see Zach and they have like best ranch guy bib.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty. They should have that.
Zach, the best ranch guy, Korea.
I'll change that to my middle name at this point.
I gotta make a shirt. For your birthday, you're gonna get a shirt that says the best ranch guy.
And like they know for sure because like I have a slight Wisconsin accent and they have a Midwestern accent too there, so like they get it. I understand they get it, so like there's no judgment there.
They're like,
Oh,
does
man.
he, does he go to rodeos a lot? Does he like hanging out on the ranch? And then they talk to you and
no.
they're like, oh no, he likes ranch dressing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow.
But no, well, I want to talk about Zach Correa has truly, I've known the man for 4 years at this point.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I've never
4
seen
years.
someone consume so much ranch dressing in my life. So many lunches, so many dinners.
It goes on everything.
Ranch was everything.
You know, honestly, at this point, we could probably make a ranch themed Zach calendar. That's just pictures of Zach with ranch that we've taken over 4 years.
Many photos of him just like eating these weird chicken patties from the microwave. They're like, tastes better with ranch. Like,
Tastes better.
wait, I have a question for Zach though. What the fuck is ranch dressing even made? Like, what is it?
I actually don't
I
know.
have no idea what it is.
So I don't fucking know either. So that's like concerning.
You're the ranch guy.
I know. I think it's like okay.
By the time you like were bleeding ranch, you were like, I better look up what this stuff.
What is coming out of my body?
I think one, it's buttermilk. There's egg. There's mayonnaise.
Oh, I was
and
gonna
then
say
there's
mayonnaise.
because like that's definitely the fat, and then you got like herbs and spices. How that goes all together, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But,
that is like literally
magical.
that's literally just fat and egg.
Sugar.
That's all that ranch is.
Yeah,
that's
you got
hilarious. Fat and egg.
All right, let's rank the dressings.
Oh damn.
Oh, okay.
Ranch,
So
Italian, Caesar. Wait, that's Caesar dressing, and then balsamic vinaigrette.
Okay, so
that
we're ranking
the
this
worst for sure.
Vinaigrette.
yeah.
Balsamic.
Well, ranch is obviously on the top, like automatically.
Yeah. Ranch is
Yeah.
the best.
So we're just talking between what are the in between balsamic and ranch?
Italian.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, what's the bottom?
Balsamic vinaigrette.
That's the bottom one. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I think balsamic vinaigrette is pretty tasty.
Yeah.
If I'm being an honest man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the one thing is that Italian can go on other stuff. Caesar and like vinaigrette can only go on like salads.
Caesar,
Sure,
you can't ranch. You can be like, put it on my pancakes, put it on my fries.
Put it on my sausage, all the above.
Put your ranch on my sausage.
You're so right though. You can't put ranch on your pancake. Like you can't do that. You
Yeah.
can't be like Caesar salad, Caesar dressing, and some, toast. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, that'd be pretty gross. That would just make your toast moist.
But you make it soggy.
After this podcast, I'm gonna go upstairs and make myself a ranch toast sandwich.
Garçon, bring me the ranch sandwich, please.
Ranch, it's just piece of toast, ranch, piece of toast.
Oh, what if I just had a gross image because we're talking about like gooey liquids with bread, and I was thinking of a PB&J. Is it a thing to put like ranch with a PB&J? Ooh.
See, that's one thing I don't know because I'm allergic to peanuts. So like
Oh,
I've never
dude.
tested that.
Dude, that sucks because you're the only man who would eat that.
Yeah, I would try that. Like, okay, this is like I've done everything from like the normal.
One guy who could do the research.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck.
I have. So like, I would do anything with ranch. I have done ranch and milk together,
Uh-huh.
and so like, I'm willing to do everything.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Are you
yeah.
saying you have a glass of milk and you pour ranch in it?
So this is the story. So this is like, I don't know. I'm in like 5th grade or whatever. I'm having some lunch. I don't know what it is, like pizza or whatever, and I'm having ranch or is it? And then it's like, oh, I'm gonna put some of that strawberry liquid like Hershey stuff in it. So I have that in the ranch, and I somehow subconsciously grab the ranch and not the strawberry and like squeeze it into my milk. And like, so I have that sitting there, and I'm like, okay, poop. Because you know, and then like I drink it because I don't want to waste it. And then it's like, this just tastes like warm milk. It just tastes like warm milk. It does not that bad. It's like it has enough buttermilk in it that it's fine.
Zach.
Oh,
Zach.
I'm gonna throw up.
Zach, that's fucking vile.
It really is. I don't think I can do it now, but I have tasted that.
What is the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, you know, I was thinking about this the other day, and I came up with something, and I can't remember what it is. I was literally thinking about this the other day.
I feel like I feel like I've watched Jesse like eat like make things like when we're in a certain state of mind, and I'm just looking at him like,
you doing
a Cheeto dipped in chocolate.
Yeah. Okay. I did have a night. I did have a night where I had like we got a bunch of snacks and I had some Nutella and I just dipped every single one of those snacks in Nutella. I dipped like Sour Patch Kids in Nutella and Skittles, potato chips, which that's not a stretch. Like, come on, who wouldn't? If you had Nutella and potato chips, who's not going to do that?
The salt, the chocolate,
yeah,
about it.
But dog, there's some weird combos.
Yeah. Oh, mine would be the Sour Patch Kids cereal with vodka. That would be mine.
Wait, so is the Sour Patch cereal like is that like a bread?
Yeah, it's like bread with like the same flavoring for Sour Patch Kids.
Bread.
Yeah, it's terrible in its own.
Is it like
normal cereal? It's like normal cereal.
Well, just with the Sour Patch sour sugar on it.
Just with that Sour Patch sugar. Can I get some crunchy bread with that Sour Patch sugar on top?
Who the fuck picked that idea? Like, came into the fucking office and was like, guys, we need a new cereal. I mean, dude, fucking can't do it anymore.
I like. Okay, here's how I think the invention of the Sour Patch cereal came to light. So we're in the scene is we're watching this think tank. They're talking about all kinds of great things. Then some dude bursts in. They say weed is legal in Oregon, and they all turn to him and they're like, "It's time."
Bring it out! Bring it out! They just wheel out
so many cartons of this shit.
I think how it really was like the head of Kellogg's was like, okay, so I have the rights to Sour Patch.
Oh,
like,
dude.
What do we do with that? They're like, cereal? Like, let's try it.
Yeah.
My thing. I have a hard time thinking that they fucking tried that with milk. You know what I mean? Like, how, like, milk and Sour Patch Kids, like, just eating Sour Patch Kids with a glass of milk, like, makes me want to, like, that sounds awful.
It's terrible.
So bad. The milk looks, ew. So
wait, Zach, did you have it just with vodka or did you also have it with milk?
See, that's the funny part. I never did it with milk.
That's hysterical. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is unbelievable.
I will say I didn't finish the bowl. Like I pulled like a full ass bowl of that, and like the goal was to finish it. Never got to it. Never.
Oh my god.
It was like 3 spoonfuls. I'm like, I'm done. This is no.
Yeah, I mean, that reasoning, I don't blame you for that This is
Yeah.
my point. I don't blame you for making that decision with that. If I had
Yeah.
a bowl of Sour Patch Kids cereal and vodka in my lap, I don't know what kind of decisions I would make.
Ha 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 ha.
Should we talk about the movie? Should we talk about the movie that we watched?
If we want to.
Oh boy,
What
here we
movie
go.
do you fucking watch, dog?
So
We watched the movie. This is a movie podcast. If you guys aren't aware, we talk about films on this podcast.
and it's actually
Yeah.
fun fact, since this is episode 81,
we
we've
don't
only
talk
actually
about we don't talk about rants for 20 minutes. We don't
No.
talk about rants for the whole podcast.
yeah.
So if you just were there for that, you can leave now.
Yeah.
It's onto a movie.
If you just want to hear the rant stories, you can leave. But we're gonna talk about, me and Jesse were talking about, like, all right, we gotta end 2020 on a bang. We gotta pick a movie that is really gonna surprise
Really,
people.
that's
that we're
just
gonna talk
really
about.
good. A
That's
really good
that's
movie.
really good.
Top
And
tier.
we decided to not only watch one of the most hated movies of all time, one of the most hated franchises of all time, but also one of the most successful franchises at the same time. And that is the Twilight Saga.
Yeah.
We uh, thought it would be funny to. I've seen all the movies, but so long ago that I can't even recall
And
or
and
anything.
and Zach and I, we're virgins,
never
dude. No
seen it.
idea what this is
So
about.
I thought that
No
would be
idea.
funny. Now you're probably expecting, oh, did they watch the first Twilight movie? Because they hadn't seen it in a long time.
Way
No.
too simple. Takes way too
Yeah.
long to do that.
So
Start
what
from the
we
beginning.
did was
Bad
we
move.
said, hey, let's watch the third movie and try to figure it out. Try to be like, what's going on here? More of an engaging watch because we knew this movie was going to be fucking ass cheeks. It would be fucking entertaining to just have no context to it
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Well, it's like starting in media res. You start in the middle, right? You start in the middle of the movie, and then the action's right there. You start in the action. That's the idea.
Yeah.
That
You will
is the
figure out
idea.
along the way.
Exactly.
Fuck. I don't see. Listen, origin stories, beginning of stories, fucking bull crap, right? I don't want to. I don't care how, um, you know, I don't know.
How the Toxic
the-
Avenger came to be. How did that guy
I don't
happen?
care how
I don't
Peter
care.
Parker, I don't care that Peter Parker got bit by a spider on his wee-wee and he became Spider-Man. I don't care. I know that story.
Yeah, we all know that Spider-Man
Yeah.
became Spider-Man by being fellatiated
It's
by a
like,
spider.
we don't have to watch the first two
Obviously.
Twilight movies. Everybody knows, werewolves and vampires hate each other. And, Bella and Edward love each other. That's all
Yeah.
we have to know. That's the only context to know,
And I think we can both say that as we started to watch this movie, we were very wrong about all of those things.
Yeah. It did not turn out that way.
So, this movie, I mean, I had fun watching it with you guys because
Me too.
It's just
It's so insane.
the Twilight Saga. Now, I think after we talk about this episode, I think we should do a sequel to this podcast. I'm already planning ahead.
Dog, I
About
bought
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Because 50
yeah.
Shades of Grey is a better version of this in terms of hilarity. But anyway, if you don't know, the Twilight Saga stars our favorite actor, Robert Pattinson, Kirsten
Dunst. Christina.
Kristen Stewart, and a bunch of other slows. And they, Bob Paxton plays Edward Cullen, and he's a vampire.
but he's a good vampire. That's what I didn't know.
So granted, we haven't seen the first two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know how he got to Washington or why he's there. But all I know is that he wants to bang this Bella chick. That's what he wants to do. That's why
Yeah.
he's there.
Yeah.
And he
Which
has to
we
protect her because she is, the main character of the movie. And
yeah,
she's the plot.
yeah,
She's the plot.
literally, honestly, yeah, that was a big
Yeah.
point of this movie, that Bella was important and everyone was trying to protect her, but just because she was the main character,
from the
basically.
Yeah.
evil vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
Now-
massive question before we really start
Okay.
dissecting this movie. So there are vampires and werewolves in these movies.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
your opinions on vampires and werewolves in these movies?
In this movie or
No,
like
no.
vampires in the-
I just meant your opinions in
Oh, okay.
general. It's more open ended than that.
I
I
don't
always feel
understand.
like-
I don't understand the question.
Just answer
Like
it.
this,
Answer,
what's
answer
the
it.
opinion?
What answer it? You were so inspired mere seconds ago. Follow your inspiration.
Okay.
That inspiration.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
the answer I want.
Sorry, I'm trying to put on a show. What is like? I think that the vampires in this movie are awful. I think
Okay.
there's nothing cool about. Okay, here's the thing. I love werewolves. Like any movie with a fucking werewolf in it, I will watch that shit. I love werewolves. Now,
Wait.
dumbest-
Does that mean since there was werewolves in this movie, did you seek this out?
you gotta
first?
listen. No,
Or did you know you had enough? You had enough
no,
world
I think
sense.
I watched it
I know.
because like I was like, when these movies came out, I was a preteen, so I was kind of about that. Like I was into the.
Yeah.
These are made for 12-year-old.
Oh, so were you
Yeah.
part of like the actual audience for
Yeah,
this?
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, like, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I definitely was around it. I had
Yeah.
friends who saw it.
Yeah.
I saw the last one in theaters, which by the time the last one came out, I was like I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah, we were
And that was
young.
one of the first times that I laughed at it like in a theater so hard that no one else was laughing because I was
Yeah.
like, this is so bad. But no, so I was like, so I don't remember why I started watching this. That's your question. I think I just watched these movies because everybody else was watching them, and I was like,
Yeah.
I want to,
Yeah.
I want to be
it's pop
part
culture.
of the conversation.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, I love High School Musical. When I watch that, because I love-
Surprisingly, this is Twilight's actually really similar to High
that's
School
why I
Musical.
compared it to.
Yeah.
I will watch High School Musical so much, like way more than this movie because it's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's good.
You know,
Anyway,
honestly though, I do think that this is so god awful that it's pretty good. Like I don't regret buying this because it was so fun to watch how terrible it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And so I don't even remember what the fuck. I was talking about werewolves.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Opinions.
So
Yeah.
what I wanted to say was I love werewolves. And there's Werewolf London, one of their fucking movies ever.
Yeah.
Werewolves, one of my favorite things about werewolf movies in general, I'm being serious right now, is that the directors and the visual effects artists can make a unique looking werewolf. A cool, kind of unique, you could be
Mhm.
Teen Wolf, which
Yeah.
is Michael J. Fox with hair. And then you could have American Werewolf in London, like these
Yeah.
kind of, different incarnations of werewolves. Or you could have the one in Harry Potter, where who looks like a fucking alien weird creature.
I know where you're
Awesome.
going.
Yeah.
I know where you're going with
Okay,
this.
the
Yeah.
designs for the they're
Yeah.
fucking dogs.
You just really
Yeah.
They don't
the
look
big
like
dogs.
werewolves. They're just wolves.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, be like kind of creative. Like,
Yeah.
like no incarnation of a werewolf in literature or anything or painting or I've ever seen is just like they just turn into a
Well,
wolf.
okay, here's what I'm thinking about this. The reason why they depicted the werewolves like that is because of furries. I think they did it because of that.
Oh.
Because this is a love.
The fear of the furries.
Yeah. Well, no, because
Yeah.
they want to create. Because you can't make like a grotesque
But
big
that's
werewolf.
weird though, because if they wanted to
Yeah.
please the furries, wouldn't they make more of a humanoid kind
Well,
Yeah.
no,
Well, wasn't
dude,
this
no,
before
dude.
furries?
Oh, furries didn't exist before 2012. Is that real?
I don't think so.
Furries
They
are.
seem to be.
When did furries? That's a
Yeah.
weird question. When did furries start?
Yeah,
Herb.
I got a feeling like it's cult. Like it was definitely like 1980s, like started. But like, when did they become more mainstream?
When did
like in
furries
like
Did you know that the biggest furry convention in the world is in Pittsburgh?
That's
oh, I gotta
hysterical.
go now.
No, dude. So last year I was downtown eating in a restaurant, and the furry convention was going on.
Oh
And
Lord.
and 30 furries just walked by me in full costume. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wow.
I really
Well,
wanted to talk to them.
I would really honestly be interested if I could like leave at whenever I wanted to. I'd be interested to like go to a furry convention
Dude,
and like just
Yeah.
scope it
I would
out.
too. I think that would be so funny.
It'd be yeah.
I just want to know what it's like.
Yeah.
The feel.
So apparently furries have been dated back to as early as 1983, but they really came into prominence in the 90s, baby.
They were
The
90s? Oh.
90s.
Back in the 80s,
Okay.
closeted furries.
Yeah. But my point
Yeah.
about the wolves is that the furries will like they'll personify anything themselves. You just need like
Yeah.
cool sexy dog characters. And yeah,
Uh-huh.
you know, the werewolves are not good werewolves, but they're sexy dogs. They look like pretty
Yeah.
sexy dogs, except they look
Yeah.
like they have hip problems. That is not so
Yeah.
sexy.
Very true.
For me,
But,
it's I think
God.
what I took from it from the wolves is that since all the vampires are so generic, they need to make the wolves also so generic. So like they seem
Yeah,
even.
that's
a
true.
good point. Is it based on the
But what if
descriptions of the
dog-
book?
I don't know. I've never read the books.
Yeah.
Obviously,
We're
I
flying
haven't read
blind
the
here.
books.
Wow, what guys, I can't believe it. I can't believe we overlooked this. We should have we didn't read the book. This is a movie that talks with it has
No,
a source
should have
novel.
done- We should have read. We should have prepared and read the last book and then watched the third movie.
Man, that would have been dude, that would have
That would have been
sucked.
trippy.
That would have sucked. I would did that book is long.
Well, we could have
Dude,
skimmed.
You commit to
Get
the
the Cliff
joke,
Notes.
So you commit to the joke so hard.
Yeah. So
Audiobook 3 times speed.
yeah, that'd be it was funny. Like when we were watching this together and I accidentally speeded up the movie to 1.5 times. I did not notice. I didn't notice. That's one of the things like about this whole movie is the scenes are so slow. You know what? Let's start trashing this movie. So
Okay.
obviously this movie
Yeah.
sucks, right?
Yeah,
It
right.
really sucks. One of the
Yeah.
things that
Yeah.
I hated about it was how nothing happened ever. Like the whole movie.
Yeah.
And the thing, it was like the conversations were happening in slow motion. There was no content, and it was just like every scene was just eye contact.
Yeah.
Didn't it feel like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I like you a lot.
I
Like, okay.
like you.
Okay.
And most of the time,
Yeah.
it's like, who are you? Who are
Yeah.
you?
Dude, I just ripped such a good fart. Anyway.
I had a feeling that since like I've got spoiler like a romance here, like they must have crap
Wow, that's a
like
good
cut a
spoiler.
yeah they must have like cut a crap ton from the book that's like more like the romance stuff. So like
yeah.
that's why people are reading it for the romance, and like for a movie that's like they're just going places
I
and talking
think
and going
because
other
for the
places.
movie,
Yeah.
they want to get the fucking idiots like me in there that are like werewolves
Yeah.
fighting vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they want to get that audience in there too.
It's unbelievable though. Like, cause Zach, you're probably right. They had to cut out a lot of material, but it's still astounding how much time they wasted. Like, it's the whole movie is just wasting time.
90% is wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really like this movie starts and it's just like, somebody get bit by a vampire, and then he's like, I'm the evil vampire now. So we have our villain.
I forgot that's how that started. That was
Yeah.
such a jarring
We
way to
have our
open the
villain.
movie.
Yeah.
And then
It is like
opens-
bang.
And then we get to the scene where they're in the flower bed and they're Edward and Bella
thematic.
like, hey, like
Yeah.
you're cute. Like, yeah, you're cute. Cute. You want to get married? Like, I
So
don't
so
know.
you
I'm
were
18. You're 175. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Big age difference.
oh dude. I just realized a huge point about this, because one of the things, okay, another thing that was so confusing is that in addition to having generic looking wolves and generic looking vampires that all looked alike and not really clarifying who anybody is, I know it's a third movie, but the other thing is that they had multiple groups of generic looking edgy vampires
Yeah.
that were all
Yeah.
very distinct from each other. Like,
Yeah.
like tell me if I'm wrong,
They're
but
like
there's
the posses, the bands. They
yeah,
look
there's like
Yeah.
then
fucking
there's
like
like
emo bands.
I think there's
Yeah.
3 posses. There
Yeah,
are
there's
3
Yeah.
vampire
So
posses.
no,
Yeah.
not just vampire posses. So there's 3 vampire posses, and there's like 2 wolf posses.
Oh, God forbid.
Oh,
Fuck
oh
me.
my
And
So,
god.
so
those
there
are, and
wasn't, there was,
they're very distinctive. The vampires wear black, and they have red eyes. The good vampires wear black, and then they have yellow eyes.
and yellow
And
eyes.
then the werewolves just they don't have their shirts on. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
You figure that out quickly.
and then the evil vampires also look like Fallout Boy. You
They're
know,
the emos in school. They're the
yeah,
ones like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Like
So
everything is such shit, you know, because like it's such garbage. Like everything,
yeah.
like from like the sets are the exact same. There's like no, like even like different locations that they fucking go to. These people didn't give a flying fuck making this movie. Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's so apparent and it's so disturbing to me that a lot of people ate this shit up. They were like,
Yeah.
yeah, baby. And
Yeah.
it's like, bro, there is literally they are giving you such low effort. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and
You know?
also, like, just to make like a PSA moment to talk about what's disturbing about people liking this movie is how like Jacob's a fucking rapist.
It's
Yeah.
a really bad relationship. And like one of the
Hmm.
things that like it fucking sucks in like this movie and almost every movie is this is a love triangle movie, baby.
Yeah.
So we got Bella. She doesn't know Jacob or fucking this Edward guy. You don't fucking
Yeah.
know. That's why you had King Jacob and King Edward. I grew up with that shit. I know all about that.
I remember that
Rewatching this
too.
as an adult, I'm
Yeah.
like, if you are King Jacob, you
Yeah.
Creep.
are a
Oh,
psychopath, and
Yeah.
get
yeah.
away from you. You
Yeah.
know,
I started as Team Jacob because I know he was going to be shirtless, but like that
right?
quickly ends very quickly
I don't know.
once
I
you see
don't.
how he ends.
I don't know how we could have a better like judgment of that. Like, because Zach is the perfect candidate. He's
Yeah.
completely unbiased.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
get dropped into this and I see it and it's like that's trash because I know what trash looks like. So it's just like yeah, there might be a backstory, there might be
Yo,
some context I'm missing from the other 2
Zach,
movies, but
I
no,
need
that's
to, but I
straight
gotta
terrible.
ask you. So you're King Edward.
Yeah, now I'm
Was.
Team Edward.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Tell me
yeah.
why you're King Edward.
Yeah. Let's go around the room.
Because I mean, I'm not. There's not really a definite reason why I'm Team Edward, but I'm more anti-Team Jacob. Or
So
Okay.
you're
that's
forced.
yeah.
You're forced to join the other two.
Well,
because
Yeah.
I mean, if you take like the good Christian values of him waiting for marriage because he's from like the 1750s or fuck whenever. So like, sure, that's a value system. You're sticking to it. You're sticking to your ideas.
You're
That's
so
fine.
right. I never even
Yeah.
thought of that. Like he's born in like 1750.
Yeah.
So he has this like, yeah, that's so fucking
Yeah.
funny.
So like
Yeah.
No wonder
maybe I
he
don't
acts
agree
so
with
weird.
it, but like he's sticking to it and he's not trying to be like a weird weirdo.
Right.
It's
Uh,
like
Well,
I don't
he is a weirdo, but in a different
Yeah.
way.
yeah.
yeah.
More than just the way he looks at people and things.
Yeah, that's the problem too.
And the
And like
lack
he
of
seems a
emotion.
little possessive.
And the lack
Yeah.
of zero
But yeah.
emotion.
But like
Yeah.
the way you see Jacob acting, it's like I kind of get it. It's kind of there a little. There's a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Alex, are you Team Edward? There's
I'm
one
a
right
King-
answer.
I'm King Edward
Yeah.
all the way. And because I am, if I frankly, I'm attracted to Robert Pattinson, all right?
Okay.
He's-
Yeah.
I mean,
I wish
beautiful
I
man.
could see his
Um,
cock.
So big. Anyway, Taylor Lautner he's just a fuck boy. He's just a fucking
Creepo.
he played Shark Boy in the
Oh,
classic
that's
Oh
true.
yeah.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Who
Which,
played Lava
if you
Girl?
haven't seen that movie, that might be the second worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I want to rewatch that.
Holy crap!
I remember that
Robert-
being piled on with. Oh yeah, that's the same guy who did Spy Kids. That's what
Robert
Jeff
Rodriguez.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He probably just did so much mess. I was like,
He's into that stuff now.
so weird. He
So
directed an episode of The Mandalorian.
oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it
I
was
remember it being
good.
sick. So do you guys like know what happened in this movie?
Yeah, I think Zach,
It's,
summarize. I want to hear you because
okay.
you're notorious for summarizing movies. One of my
Because
favorite,
you're really
one of
really
my
good at
favorite
it.
things ever
Okay.
is when you
Yeah.
summarize Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's by watching the DVD menu.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is that's a movie I still have to watch at some point. I've not gotten to that.
Dude,
with
Yeah,
DVD.
that's how we
we've
hang
all
out. We
done
should
that.
all watch that. It's such a great
Yeah.
movie. I
That'd
feel
be
like you
super
love
fun.
it actually.
Yeah.
That'd be really really fun. But
So-
Twilight, the Eclipse.
Yeah.
Eclipse.
So it starts with a guy being like, I don't know, shanked by a vampire who's like going to become the leader of like the bad boy human eating vampires.
yeah.
And then like you have like this relationship with Bella and Edward. Yeah. And like
Yeah.
you just like in this movie we're dropped in. So it's like, all right, it's there. That's what happens. They want to get married. Bella's like, I want you to have sex with me, but Edward's like, no, you have to be married, and I got to turn you into a vampire because it's dangerous for some reason.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever the
right,
fuck
right.
that
I think,
means.
I
Yeah.
think it's dangerous because, I mean, you saw how strong he is. I mean,
Yeah.
2 thrusts a little too hard, shatter that body.
Yeah.
Shatter
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, he's
And-
made of fucking marble.
it.
Yeah, I
Right.
think it's ice. I think it's ice because that's how he's cold. He's like he got a freeze box in him.
Dog,
he's just
maybe,
like,
Look-
dude,
look
maybe
that
you're
up.
fucking right. That's crazy.
Look that up.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
our
you keep
vampire. I
You
would-
keep
I feel like-
summarizing.
okay, yeah.
keep
I'll do
going.
So-
some research.
Okay, so the human girl Bella is dating the vampire because I don't know, he's hot and he's not creepy. But then you got the werewolves, which are like Native American sort of
Right.
tribe up here.
That's
that are
also
like-
really weird.
Yeah,
Dude, you're
which
so
I don't know.
right. They're
I don't know if that could be
Native
written
They are.
today. I don't know if that could be written today like that
I
because
don't
like
think
there's
this
some
whole movie. It's crazy that this came
Yeah.
out 10 years ago, and like the last
Yeah.
one came out in 2012 or something. Like, it's crazy that like this would never be made today. Like, sure, there's like, I understand there's a kink of like being, like, like for women especially, I know there's a kink of like kind of being dominated. So like people kind of like. I think that's one of the reasons why 50 Shades of Grey and this movie's so like successful.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, I just can't see this like coming out, like
Yeah.
today and it being okay. Like
Yeah.
people are taking their
No, yeah. Well, no-
13-year-old girls to go see this, and Jacob was literally like a sociopath, like
Yeah.
borderline psycho, and it's not
Yeah.
like it's pretty obvious how fucking creepy he is. It's not like a reach. Like,
Also,
Jacob's kind of
yeah.
creepy. No,
yeah,
he
yeah.
is
Yo,
fucking
yeah.
Yeah.
weird
It's
on
not
the movie.
vague either. He just like makes straight up I mean,
Yeah.
he's straight up. You said it like in the movie. He straight up assaults her. Like he,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
kisses her
literally.
without consent.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like a straight up
multiple
assault.
times.
And
Yeah.
he's like, you just don't know how you feel about me. Like a neck beard, like a creepy
Yeah.
neck beard incel. You don't know
Yeah.
what you think about. me.
Like you
You
could
don't
show this movie
know
in like
how.
a sex ed course and say, "Hey, this is this is not right." Like you
This
could
is
Yeah.
use
what
this
not to
movie.
do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't do this.
don't do
But
this, and
I
it
guess,
just
like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's so the phenomenon of this, like 50 Shades of Grey, is so interesting, and
yeah.
we can talk about it
Yeah.
forever. But so yeah, you're right. So
Yeah.
what were you at? You were at
Oh, so
Jacob is involved in this. He's the
Yeah.
ex-lover.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I guess I
Ex-lover.
don't know. We haven't seen.
I
the
don't know.
movies.
Maybe
I
or
don't
love
know.
triangle.
What
It's a
did
high
you-
school love thing.
Jacob and Bella, I guess, had a history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like, all right, so Bella and Edward doing stuff, and then like Bella plays hooky with Edward for whatever reason from school to go there, where he then
That's
like kisses
true.
her. They just leave on a motorcycle. They just like zoom right out of there. It's like fine,
That's
whatever.
true.
Who cares?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long this back, lady? How
Yeah,
long
and-
this back?
Yeah.
Let's
And then
go.
I guess the guy that gets janked up in Seattle comes down there and is like, hey, I'm going to try to kill Bella because she's the plot and the main character, but I'm going to
Yeah.
be scared off. So then the werewolves and the vampires have to band together to protect Bella because she's the main character.
Oh
Yep.
my
There's,
god. Okay,
there's no
okay.
And then,
you-
wait, so can we talk about the
Yeah.
newborns? The
Yeah.
Well, I'm
newborns?
getting to
what-
that. So yeah, so the
wait.
people attacking her are like the newborns, which are like fresh vampires. They're like baby snakes that don't know
Fresh
how to
bitten.
bite right. You know,
Fresh-
they bite too fast.
Freshly bitten.
Yeah,
Freshly bitten.
freshly
And that's
bitten.
why
They still
look
got human
younger.
blood.
That's why they kind of look younger and hip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like,
That- obviously,
we were
they-
born like 20 years ago. You know,
it's clear how much more hip they are than all the other
Right.
characters in the
all
movie.
the other ones are like,
It's
yeah, we,
obvious.
we've been alive for 500 years. We already went through this phase. You know,
Yeah.
it's just a phase.
Where are the fucking corsets, dudes? Come on, bring those back.
Yeah. And I this is one part. I don't know, were the newborns like manipulated by like the LARPing vampires, or like were they just like,
Oh,
fuck it, we're just gonna
right.
let them do that shit?
No,
Like-
I think
don't know.
that there was one girl that who was running through the woods. I don't know how she got to the woods. You remember
Yeah.
that scene where she was running through the woods?
Yeah.
that-
Everything's
The,
in
red,
the
the
woods.
redhead lady.
yeah, the redheaded lady.
Yeah.
She's
Who
the
was
one who
running
made the newborns, and the LARPing group were looking at this, being like, "No, that's not good. We gotta fix that."
Yeah.
I think that's what the story was about.
Yeah. And so then they go attack Bella, and like the werewolves and the people protect them, and then they got to get Bella out because she smells or something. I don't know. I don't get this. I don't get how they track.
I think that's a good
And-
summary.
Then they fight, and of course the good guys win, but shirtless Jacob is injured, and to heal him, they put a half shirt on him to heal him. And they're like, all right, we don't know if he's gonna die, but Bella and Edward, they're gonna get married.
Right. And then
Oh,
it ends with a great pop song.
Yeah.
Credits roll.
Man, the music was
Yeah.
so shit.
Yeah, it's like
True,
2010,
too.
dog. 2010, like alternative rock, like fucking pop, dude.
This movie sort of feels like they wrote the first two, and they're like, oh shit, we need to make a third one for money. Well, what does have Bella be
Dude,
attacked?
there's like 4 books, you know? Like,
I know.
what the fuck? Like, what are the books like? Like, it
Yeah.
just goes into so much detail. This
I-
story.
I have a bit of crazy news for all of you guys. The first new piece of news is that there is an article that is called "An Investigation. Does Edward Cullen have an icicle penis?"
Oh, what?
That was the article title, and
You said article title.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. On that point. So
Okay.
I think I know what they're probably getting at here. So they're all vampires. They don't have any blood. You can't
Yeah.
really have sex without having blood if you're a
Yeah,
guy
how do you
in
get
there.
the ding dong, you know?
Yeah. How do you get it?
well,
Soup.
if he's made out of ice and or marble, then maybe it's just always erect.
So is he just
Wow.
walking around
That-
with like
you, dude, I can't think of something worse. than
how?
always being erect. You just walk. Zach, you go to the grocery store to get your like ranch dressing, and you just put on some sweatpants, and you're just walking through the fucking giant eagle, just erect dick and knocking over fucking ranch bottles
Yeah.
in giant eagle. Jesus.
That's
Yeah.
well.
So Edward's always
Yeah.
erect, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's
so
my
that's why they
point.
say he's dangerous. Edward always
I feel
says to
like it's
Bella,
something
it's
wrong.
dangerous. It's because of this. It's always going, and if like she makes a wrong move, it just snaps off. And it's like, well,
Yeah,
guess
dude. It's not because he's dangerous. It's because she's dangerous.
yeah, oh,
dangerous.
Oh.
So here's a little bit of a backstory of why Bella is the main character of the movie and why everyone is so obsessed with her being the main character
Okay.
of the movie.
Okay.
Alright.
It's because Bella, as a human, Bella possessed a natural immunity to the mental powers of vampires, which I wasn't aware that vampires had
Okay.
mental powers.
No,
Yeah.
I was in the movie. They talk about I can read her mind. I know
Oh,
her
yeah.
I
thoughts.
do remember
Yeah.
that mentioning that.
Yeah, so
And they
there's-
can like see the future and see other areas. They got like the FaceTime
Right.
going with other people.
they have
It's
they have
just-
really cool flashback. You know, cool flashback memories that they
Yeah.
can recall within a second.
You know what's weird
Oh,
about when this is written? It'd be like now it's like, yeah, I got a phone. I can do anything I want and show other people things. Like the vampire's powers aren't a thing anymore.
that's hysterical. Yeah.
The internet.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, let me tell you what Seattle looks like right now. I can
Yeah,
just
I'm
do
gonna
that with
show
a
you a
Google
picture.
search. So wait, do all vampires have mental powers, or do just some of them do?
I don't fucking dude.
Because
do I
because
look
the
like
little
Okay.
girl,
Stephanie Meyer?
the little girl, you
Let's
remember the
call
little girl
Stephanie. Let's
LARPing?
call Stephanie Meyer.
Oh, is that the author?
Yeah, I got her number.
Well, why did the LARPing girl? Why was she able to give people scoliosis? Like, why could she do that and no one else could?
Yeah. Maybe that's
Also-
like the bad vampire power. If you
Yeah.
like eat humans, you can like bend people, but if you like eat like deer or whatever, you just get like reading minds.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
That seems like a fair trade, I would say,
It's
honestly.
like the good side of the force versus the dark side of the force. You get different powers, but like they're kind of similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the bad ones are always way more interesting. Like,
Yeah.
dude, do I want to give someone scoliosis or do I want to read somebody's mind? Scoliosis, dude. Bam.
Mm,
Scoliosis. Bam.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do that too. Scoliosis.
I look like I'm
scoliosis. Would you rather give someone scoliosis or polio?
What
See,
is
this
the
is weird
difference?
because I have acute scoliosis. I have one little bent in my back.
Oh, I think I knew that. No, I totally
Yeah.
knew that.
What?
Yeah,
I never
Yeah.
knew
it's like
that.
not. Yeah, it's just like a little bent, and it gets sore sometimes. So it's like that's not an inconvenience
Ouch.
like that level.
That's
so-
crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I'd give someone polio. That would be like
Dude, that's an extra power. You just go polio.
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 I would like to give them, and you have syphilis and chlamydia. Pretty funny. You
This
just
is
give
the-
people like STDs.
Man, I'm like rescinding into a horror movie.
Gonorrhea. Oh my god.
Oh.
Looks like the ring.
Oh.
Ah! Okay. That's
There
so
you
much
go.
better. Okay. So where do we leave off with what is happening in this story? So did we get through it all? We got to the point where the newborns are
Yeah.
coming and fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
and killing everybody.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Then
Well,
the werewolves show up because their natural enemies is vampires.
Yeah,
They're
then they
like,
Yeah.
fight. There's a war.
Are we okay? We're at the war now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Zach summed it up.
Yeah,
We
which is
summed it up.
crazy because Zach, you
Yeah.
summed that up really like.
That was
quickly.
gonna
We
be my
spread it
next
out.
point. That was gonna be my next point. There's nothing
Yeah.
going on. There's
Nothing.
Yeah.
nothing.
there's nothing.
There, and what I was getting at is this is just a fucking love triangle movie. If you've seen any soap opera like I have, Days of Our Lives,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
any of those,
Yeah. This actually feels like High School
You-
Musical, the movie or whatever that they made for like Disney Plus. This feels like you could like intersplice
Wait,
scenes and it'll
wait,
work out.
back it up. High School, wait a minute.
Wait,
High School Musical, the movie?
or it might be High School Musical, the TV show. I don't remember.
No, I think it's High School. Alex, do you not remember this? This is the classic find from the Disney Channel. This is the most important thing
yeah, High
on
School
the.
Musical. No, I think it's called
Yeah.
High School Musical, the series.
That's
Oh
it.
my
Yeah.
god, that's so funny.
It's like same team
So
romance. That's
funny.
all it is.
Yeah,
teen
and, like
romance.
this is like that on the big screen with like a $200
Yeah.
million budget.
Yeah.
On the
Like-
big screen.
So like they bring in the vampires and werewolves to make it edgy, and they have the fight scenes so the parents that bring their 13-year-old daughters along with them are entertained as well.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Fight scenes. Which
but,
Alex, I have to say, I know you're saying that fight scene like was cool.
but like it's the coolest part.
Yeah.
But
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying it's like good.
Okay,
It's
that's
like
a bait and
fucking
switch.
rip off. It's like rip off Jason Bourne shit. Like they just fucking shake the camera. And I
I gotcha.
I like it because it's fucking hysterically bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, I'm
But
with
it's
you on that. I'm
fun
on
to
the same
watch.
page.
Like
Mhm.
the way that the vampires, their powers to me are so fucking funny. Like they are like their creativity. Stephanie Meyer or whoever wrote this movie, like their idea of vampires is literally the most boring thing of vampires I've ever seen. Like they
Yeah.
don't turn the fucking backs. All they are is like fucking fast and strong. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's fucking and like
You
they're like I can read lines. You're like, bro, how about like what we do in the shadows is a fucking comedy. There's more lore about vampires than this fucking movie.
this
So
5-part
bizarre.
series.
5-part
Yeah.
fucking series. And so like but I love how they like fling each other like a fucking rag dolls and just like
Yeah.
break
Yeah.
the heads open like
So that's the
it's
part I don't
made
get.
of pottery. It's so
Yeah.
weird. It's
That's
the
the part I
only
don't
like
get.
part in the movie that I genuinely enjoy because it's like kind of creative. Like them being made of stone and some of the kills they're doing, like how Edward killed the redheaded girl is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
The-
if you isolate that scene in like any other context, you'd be like, yeah, that wasn't very good. But in this context of this movie, you're like, that was sick. 'Cause
Yeah.
everything else
Yeah.
is so. You want to fuck me? How
The
about
part.
now? Nah.
Yeah.
Are you a vampire? Like, yeah,
Zach, for
let
the
me tell
love
you.
of God, Zach, what is the part that you don't get?
The part I don't get in this is that people can be flung around and hit trees and they're fine.
Yeah,
but the minute
actually-
a vampire punches them, they shatter. What the hell's going on?
Zach, that's a great point. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I
Like, they
don't
need
get that.
I don't get. Is it because the vampires are super strong and that's why they can break other vampires?
Yeah, maybe you need a vampire fist to break another vampire. You need a special hand.
So you're saying it's awesome, Alex, and I
That
disagree
was
because I don't
so
get it.
Rude. God damn. Move on. This isn't funny.
Oh.
But you agree with me, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex. Yes.
You for the
It's
rest
really
of the
cool.
movie, it's the high point of the movie,
Yeah.
but it's like going up a hill. It's not up a mountain.
Oh my God, guys!
Oh,
What
man.
was your favorite scene from this movie?
Oh,
I can't even remember it now. Like literally, I don't
No.
like. I can't remember what happened because every single fucking scene, except for the fight scene, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It was different. Every other single fucking scene was two people talking about boring shit.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
the whole time.
The one for me is where Bella and her dad are talking, and they're like, the dad's like, "Have you had sex with Edward yet?" And Bella's like, "Uh-uh." And that's
Yeah,
like
that
the
was
only.
hysterical.
I like how she goes,
Yeah.
I love virgins.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that seems awkward enough with the movie that like that fits the scene, but everything
Yeah.
else is so awkward it doesn't fit.
The scene
Yeah.
where fucking Jacob like has his confession for his love. It's pretty good.
That one
Yeah.
when he goes up to the point like that one really got me when
Yeah.
he bursted out, which I can't believe it took 3 fucking movies to get to that point. Like really? You mean that this movie, like for the first 2 he never said that?
Dude,
That's like the only line in this
here's
movie.
Here's the thing. You don't know that. This could be a
Maybe.
repeat. He could have been saying that in the other 2 movies.
Oh,
You
dude,
know?
that's a good point.
We
That
don't
is a
know.
good point. True,
Yeah.
true. Was this the big moment that I thought it was, or was I
Or was it
scammed?
just another Jacob and fucking Bella moment?
Dude, that's
Those
true.
2 are always at it. You know?
No, okay. Do
Yeah.
you guys think that this series is as shit like for all the other movies, or this is like do you okay? Here's my question specifically: is 1 and 2 worse, as good, as bad, or better than this? And do you think the ones following this are worth as good, as bad, or
Without
better?
us knowing like how good they are.
Yeah, like what do you think the
Yeah.
trajectory of this is? This like a really
So
bad point?
you're asking me, is this the worst one? And we haven't seen the other one, so we're guessing
Yes.
if this
Yeah.
is. That's a
Yeah.
hilarious question.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think that this one would be probably one of the better ones, considering that
Wow.
as time went
Mm.
on, they just don't give a fuck anymore, and they just are just they're like, oh my god, we gotta make another fucking Twilight movie. Like this is like
Yeah.
the fifth one, so I think that they probably get worse considering like the amount of whoa, the
Oh.
amount of
Oh.
effort,
Oh.
the amount of effort that like it's really after now. But I feel like they get worse because I
Yeah.
saw the last one, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. The only scene that I remember from the last one, this shit had me dying. Like this is when I saw it in the theaters, and I was like, "This is not. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen." So so Bella has a baby, a vampire baby. And I think
Yeah.
it's in the,
I've heard about this.
yeah,
Wait. Whoa.
in the
Whoa.
last.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, they have sex, they have a baby, and that's
Which
like
Okay.
she must turn into a vampire, right? She turns into a
she
vampire and has
get
a baby.
okay. If I remember correctly, part one of Breaking Dawn, which is the next movie, she gets pregnant in that movie, and then
Oh,
in the
as a
Mm.
second one,
human? As a
as a
human.
human with a vampire baby.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
Mm.
Can vampires get pregnant?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
Cool.
Oh.
don't
Marble uterus doesn't do a good job producing those babes.
remember.
No. It's just.
So, but there's a scene in the second movie where they have the kid, and at the end of the movie, I can't remember the context, but Bella's a vampire now. She's half vampire, half human, and she she's like starts to like, oh, I want to remember like my life with Edward or whatever. And I shit you not, in the movie, it starts a montage of clips and scenes from the previous four movies, like in the last movie. Do you hear what I just said?
Oh
So,
my god.
like, Bella's like, oh, and then it's literally clips and scenes. Like,
Does that lead to anywhere?
shot. No, that's how it ends. Like that's
Oh.
how the
What?
end of the movie ends. So it's like, oh, happy ending. Oh, look, you know, recap, and then it's like,
Wow.
and then it ends.
Wow.
Isn't that fucking wild? So like, we
Wow.
were anticipating that the audience would be like, oh, I remember when they first met.
So
Yeah.
nostalgic.
Yeah, it's so nostalgic. And
Dude,
the crying and the
Yeah.
scene.
I love
How
the
crazy is
idea.
that?
I love the idea that Eclipse is the best movie in this series. I love that idea.
Yeah.
I would think it's the first one, to be honest. Probably the best one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would think too. What do you think, Zach?
I think they probably did good on the first one, and then on the second one, they're
Good.
like, okay, these girls are like people that are reading it are growing up, and eventually they can realize how trash this is. So we got to make them right fucking now
Yeah,
in a
dog.
row.
Yeah,
That's what
dog.
they-
Like
I
this,
think that's
like
what
this feels like they
happened.
could be shot back to back with each, like all the
Yeah.
movies.
I
Just get it
think they're
done.
good. Let's actually look up. I'm pretty sure they were shot yearly. So it would be like
Yeah.
the first one came out 2008, 2009, 2010. I'm pretty sure that's true, actually.
Yeah.
So the first one came out in 2008,
Okay.
and then the second one came out in guesses.
I think
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
I can't find it. Oh my god. Oh no.
I think
well,
I'm
this one
honest.
came out 2010, right?
Oh, new.
Yeah.
So we can assume
New.
209,
What the
2009.
fuck is
Yeah.
the
Was right. Oh wait, Alex, I literally have the
Yeah,
movies right
2009,
here.
2010, and 2011. Yeah, and 2012. That's fucking crazy. So you're so right, Zach. They did that. Think about how crazy
Wow.
this is. They probably shot the first movie. came out in the box office, and then all the actors got a call like, "We're shooting them 2 weeks." You're like,
Wow.
that's
Okay.
why these movies are fucking garbage because they're just like they didn't write a script. They were just
Yeah.
like all right, highlight all the main points in the fucking book, and maybe like
Yeah, they probably just
and
brought the
we're just
book
gonna
on
make.
set.
So you have the
Yeah.
book right where it's like just a sexy time with vampires and wolves, and then they were like, okay, fuck all the really mature shit that's in the books. We'll just make it a Disney Channel thing. So that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's just a Disney Channel show with like these mature, you know,
Yeah. That
that's all
is
this.
like,
That's all this is, and it's offensive. That it
yeah.
was in
Yeah.
theaters and made over $1 billion.
Yeah, I think, and the other thing that's
No
egregious,
passion or there's not no one involved in this movie. I almost can guarantee you is like I just love the
love my
Twilight
time.
story. I love that I
Yeah.
did this. It's my proudest work, and if they do, they're probably not working in Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
think that like you're so right. This movie is really fucking trash, and like I think we've talked about how like the acting is bad and all of that, like
Mhm.
which is kind of the typical stuff that we all
I
know. It's
think
like that's what trash,
it's
but it's
clear that
also
the two stars can really act. They have proven that they
Mhm.
are
right. They're
very
real
good actors.
actors. Yeah,
Like not
Yeah.
only they are great actors. So it's kind of like the prequels situation where Ewan McGregor, Liam Neeson, Natalie Portman, Samuel L.
yeah,
fucking Jackson, amazing actors. But
Yeah.
if they're talking shit, if the words that they are speaking are
yeah.
fucking horrible, you can't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but
all
you
gone. Can't
and
really do it.
here's the thing that makes Twilight even worse than the prequels is because the prequels had like CGI innovation in them that made
Spectacle,
them like
Yeah.
the
and it
spectacle.
was Star Wars. You
And it was
know.
Star
Yeah.
Wars, but Twilight
Yeah.
is what you're saying. It's like it's the same shot. Like Alex, you said this. It's literally a close up with the same lighting for every single
Yeah.
character, for every single scene, for every single second
Yeah.
of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just and what we're kind of talking about with that is like this. It also reminds me a lot of like how TV is shot. TV is shot
Yeah.
very nothing wrong with it. Like Breaking Bad. Like Breaking Bad is kind of an exception of like amazing cinematography in that show. But even that show like has kind of TV lighting where it's like easier setups, you know, so like high key, kind of just things that you can set up with a set and just go really fast. And
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
this
Yeah.
whole fucking movie is. There's no artistic choice in terms of like lighting at all, and
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
fucking maddening.
I
There's
yeah.
no. It's just so clear that like even like something like 50 Shades of Grey, which I think is fucking hilarious. The first one genuinely has some art behind it. Like genuinely is like well shot. You know, well like they tried, you know, to make
Yeah.
something that was they tried to take this shitty ass story, problematic story in some respect, and make it kind of interesting. You know, they
Yeah.
failed, but at least they tried.
Yeah,
This
you
movie
know,
doesn't even feel like they fucking tried.
but you
It's
know
just
what's like also sucks about it too is because like all the lighting setups are so uncreative and interesting, but you can see how professional and how much money went into
I
making
know.
this like
Yeah.
the garbage shots because like all of the production is immaculately produced,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
It's immaculate. It's like
Yeah.
studio
Mhm.
grade quality,
Yeah.
super good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's dog shit. It's so bad.
Yeah.
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 All
It's
this is taking the book and putting like have people talking it. It's like the audiobook with a visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
cut out like all the description.
You know
Mhm.
what's so
Yeah.
funny about that? Like, if that seems to be true, which I think it is, like, just the idea that, yeah, they're just saying it's just almost word for word with the book. You always hear those people be like, oh, yeah, the book's better than the movies. The books are better than the movies. But it's like, this is a good case of sometimes you gotta change what's in the book.
Yeah,
Sometimes
Yeah.
you
right.
gotta make it more cinematic, you know?
Hmm.
Because, sure, maybe in terms of sex novels, I don't know, maybe Twilight is a steamy one. I don't know,
Yeah.
you know? but maybe the wording and reading this type of stuff is maybe more, appealing and gets women hot and heavy, other than the men or men and men. But
But
you know,
I don't know, dog, because like this was like 50 Shades of Grey went towards the weird
50 Shades of
milfs,
Grey
right?
Twilight is Twilight fan fiction. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
But that one's like softcore porn, and it's still
Yeah.
softcore porn. So Twilight
Yeah.
can't have like any sex in it then. Like if
Well,
50
that's the
Shades
thing.
of
I don't
Grey,
know. I never read the book, so I don't know if the books are more mature. They try to
yeah.
make like I don't know if it is.
Yeah. Well, that's my theory. My theory
Yeah.
is that it can't be, which means that they're boring as shit.
Right.
yeah.
But I guess I don't know. Like we don't know because we haven't read them. But now I kind of want to just read it and see like what is this? What is
Yeah.
in this?
Yeah. But
my inkling is
I just-
no, but they probably took some scenes out, like with Bella and Edward on the bed. Like there was
yeah, I
probably
feel
some
like
more there
was-
that they
I
had to
feel
cut
like
off.
I feel like that was more hot and heavy.
Like that was probably the top of the book, like the most raunchiest part that would get it banned at like
Yeah.
a
Like,
school
Bella was
library.
like, I stuck my hand down his pants and it was an ice cold
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It was
That's
a
weird.
sickle.
That is weird. I have nothing.
Edward had a sickle in his pants.
I have nothing. It's just garbage. It's not like I'm not gonna like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, I was gonna like try to come up with an idea about like, oh, this is like offensive because it's porn, but it's like not a good story. But like genuinely, I don't fucking care. I'm not morally like bothered by this. It's just so fucking garbage, and it's embarrassing that people like ingest it as a real thing. That's not garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
yeah.
what else do we talk about? I feel like there's so much we can talk about.
It's hard.
Okay,
It's-
the one thing I have question about is at the end where the vegan vampires with the yellow eyes
yeah.
save one of the people, the newborns that was turned in red eyes, and then when the LARPers show up, they just let them kill her.
Yeah, right.
Like
I had that question too. Alex, do you know what like was that just like a dramatic moment?
I guess. Yeah.
yeah,
I
like
think
there's a
they're-
lot of
I
puzzling
think
stuff
they were
going
just
on.
like they're like, yeah, this shit is boring, dog. We gotta have something like, all right, let's just have this character portray this other character. Like,
Yeah.
that's it, you know.
Yeah, that was such a they put like a
And
decent
then
amount of
for all,
screen time.
it's
for
a
the little
nice
girl.
Easter egg for all the fans because they walk out and they go, "What happened? You know, how'd you do that?"
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I guess it makes more. She was probably more significant in the book, and she was supposed to be a character that was cut from the movie because clearly they didn't have enough time to include in more character development. Oh,
Yeah.
God,
No,
too
not
much
at
work
all.
for
The
that.
most character development in this whole movie is like Jacob was like at one point like, "All right, I won't try to kiss you anymore without consent."
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, honestly, that is true. Like the only character development in this movie was Jacob becoming more and more of a scummy psychopathic rapist throughout the film. Like that
Yep.
was literally the
And Bella
only
like
character
teasing
development.
Edward.
That's like
Mhm.
the only character. That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
The end of the character arc is the last movie, dude. You gotta wait.
Oh my!
It's drawn
goodness
out. It's very
gracious.
small increments.
You know, there's a good point too. That Bella is the main character, right? Everyone's so obsessed with that. She's the main character, but she
Yeah.
didn't do fucking shit.
She's horrible.
She did nothing. She just got moved from point A to B to C.
Yeah, literally. She could have been like a squash. Like Edward could have been holding a squash with like
A
hair,
squash?
a wig, a
A
squash,
squash.
a squat, like
Yeah, watch. Yeah.
a squash. She could have been cradling a squash. Do you know what I mean?
I want you to
Yeah.
hit. I
This
want
is
you to
Bella.
hit.
Yeah.
I want you to hit on that squash right now.
All right, everybody. This is my squash coming from Boulder, Colorado. Can you hear that?
Oh, I hear it.
Let me hear it. Turn up a
Yeah.
little bit. Turn up a little.
That's a good squash.
Oh, it cracked me up when there was that moment where you remember whoever the fuck she was. Do you remember? Okay. So many things have flooded back to me in a moment. So you remember how there are so many just anonymous she's in this movie? Like, so it's like it was her. She did it. and there was like 7 because there's like the her who's the redheaded lady, then there's the her who's the small larger girl, but then there's also the her that the Texan guy who's talking about, and she was the one who was like doing the ASMR shit like in his ear.
You know what's even weirder? He was a Confederate. He fought for the Civil War. Like, these people aren't good.
No.
That's why they were talking about
Is it weird because Zach, you pointed out too that why are the Native Americans werewolves?
Yeah, I get it because it's like a spiritual idea, and that's probably what Stephanie Myers went with.
Kind of like weird that they made like werewolves kind of racial in a weird way, or it's like
I get it because they said like it's spiritual, it's mystic. There's some mysticism, fantasy stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I mean, they made it seem like it was a specific tribe in the Pacific Northwest that had this ability,
which is kind of interesting, you know.
But like, okay,
like the idea of this taking place on a like reserve is kind of interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Because you could have gone way more into that. And hey, like we said, I've only seen the third one, so I don't know. Maybe like Jack's more developed and kind of what's more interesting about.
Wait a minute, guys. Hold the fucking phone for a second. Let's slow this podcast to a screeching and solid halt.
Oh boy.
There's a character named Forks.
No, that's the town.
The
town is called Forks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, how did I miss a whole character named Forks? They're just got like Forks. Come here, we gotta get the werewolves.
Fork.
People are trying to bite you.
Do you think Forks is a vampire or a werewolf?
100% a werewolf.
Forks, you stupid dog. Forks.
Forks, you stupid mutt.
Stupid fucking mutt. Well, that makes more sense.
What do you think the werewolves like talk to each other about?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry.
They're all frat boys, right? So they're hanging out in their in their living room, and they're like, you know, after a day of pillaging, you know, what are they doing?
A day of pillaging. Well, they talked. It sounded like that they are just like really cringy like brothers who make fun of Jacob for liking Bella, which is just very uncomfortable.
You like Bella, dude?
you like
we're all Bella? Gonna say it. You're all gonna say it. Like,
Come on, bro. Just say it, dog.
On the topic of werewolves talking, though, wasn't it weird? Wasn't it weird how the werewolves talk to the vampires, and there was those scenes where instead of like the werewolves making a noise, they would just like twitch their lip a little bit, and everyone would be like, "Oh, they want you to meet up and flank by the left side of the quadrant of the Western Mountain. Do you understand? Okay, roll out." That dog just breathed a little bit.
Roll out.
And like that makes me think that this is a straight copy of the book, because clearly in a movie you can't do that for people to understand what the hell's going on. This is like in the book, the vampires could read, and there's the dialogue appearing. Here it's just like, who cares?
Yeah, right. I feel like they could have done like narration or anything. Anything.
Well, there is narration. That kind of weirdly.
I mean, like narration. Yeah, so right. There's narration. Narration is canon in this movie. It's allowed.
Narration how it's fucking used in this movie is the editor was like, "Fuck, this thing, no goddamn sense." Person Stewart, they're like, "Hey, can you come in here and just
say a couple of things?" Well, you know what's weird? It's not even like she like is narrating exposition. She's saying like weird poems and stuff at random times.
Yeah,
poet. That's another thing.
English major or English final.
Oh, is she? She's an English major.
Well, at least had an English final, so it's like
okay.
So maybe she is an aspiring poet. We didn't know that about her character.
Well, we haven't seen the first two movies.
So yeah, that's true. She could be in bio. She could be going for like a master's in science. Who knows?
Oh my good God. Guys, this movie is so bad. It's so bad.
I kind of want to watch the rest of them now.
I do too.
Yeah.
Actually. I want to know. Mel, maybe we can. I was kind of thinking about like returning to like 50 Shades and Twilight. It's right up this podcast alley, honestly.
100%.
So I feel like we should just
100%.
sort of sprinkle in these goody Twilights like things throughout. And then we can rate it for ourselves. We can decide. What
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can actually
movie
finally
is.
rank, which one.
Yeah.
I think we should watch them in completely wrong order.
No,
That's what I'm
sounds
thinking
great.
too. Yeah.
So
That
we
sounds
watch
great.
Yeah.
we watch the last one next, then we watch the fourth one. Or no, the first
No, last
then we watch
one.
the fourth one and then the second one.
That would be so
No, I think we
fun.
got to go last, second, first, third.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
that'd be
Last,
perfect.
last, second, first, third. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
yeah,
watched
yeah.
the third one.
Fourth.
Oh, fourth. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel like we should watch the first one last. I think that would be really
Yeah.
fun. Then we could be like,
I know where this is going. And it
Okay.
ain't good.
I kind of like this now.
Oh, dude, that guy's gonna fuck a
Because we
werewolf.
actually watched all of them. We're like, this is so garbage. And then we watched the first one, and like, I'm sitting there and like,
Wow.
it clicked. I
This is
get it.
it.
Oh my god.
I get it now.
It
Yeah,
clicked.
we got that fucking meme, the galaxy brain.
Oh my god.
That's the other part of this. There is no eclipse in the movie.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
And
It's
I'm coming in thinking, okay, this
Yeah,
is Twilight.
look
The
that
vampires
up.
can come out when it's Twilight. Now that there's an eclipse, there's going to be a battle under the eclipse.
Yeah.
None of that.
Right.
Herb, why is this movie called Eclipse?
Why is this movie called Eclipse?
We need to
Yeah.
call Jamie, pull that shit up.
Why? Let's look. Why is
Why
Eclipse
is
called
Twilight
Eclipse?
Eclipse
Why?
called
well,
Eclipse?
Why is Twilight Eclipse? That could be the
Go and
question.
make sure you go on the Twilight fan page
Called.
because they will know.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a Twilight subreddit, right? Gotta
The title Eclipse is oh no. I haven't. I just read the first sentence and I have a thought. Oh no, this is so stupid. This
What?
is so stupid. The title of the eclipse is a reference to Jacob and Edward. While talking to Bella, Jacob refers to Edwards as an eclipse. After, Bella refers to him as her personal son. Mayer also, I don't know who the fuck Mayer is, also stated that the ribbon represents the idea that Bella can't break away completely from her human life. I don't understand what that last sentence has anything to do with the first
Oh,
sentence.
no. It's just because part of the dilemma is like, do I want to be a vampire or do I not want to be a vampire?
Yeah. So I think what they're saying is that the eclipse is a fucking metaphor, and that
Was that metaphor in the movie?
no, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. The whole idea. How are you supposed to know that Edward's supposed to be the sun and Jacob's supposed to be the moon?
Yeah.
Where do we
I'm-
get that information?
I like the other ones. They're called Breaking Dawn.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
What are all the movies called? The New Moon, and
Twilight,
Breaking
New Moon.
Dawn.
Eclipse.
Dog
Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn. Okay.
Breaking Dawn and Breaking Dawn.
Part 2.
Part 1 and part 3.
What's up with all these part 2s? Isn't that fucking funny?
Yeah, I can't believe that
Let's
they had
split the
they
book
had
into two
audacity. They had the audacity to split this book into two. Is it really that much longer?
Dude, I don't think
No.
so.
No.
I mean, the only book that I'm happy they did it was Harry Potter. Because it was
Yeah.
like that. Was
Well,
a
that
Yeah.
book
part.
book actually has content, and the last book is long
Right.
as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has to be money. It just has to be money. If they can
Yeah.
short this movie
Yeah,
down and
no,
chop so much
yeah.
out, it has to be money.
If they put it in 4 parts, they would.
Can you imagine how atrocious that would be? What if Eclipse was broken up
Twilight
into
Breaking Dawn Part 4. Like,
Oh my god.
okay.
Oh my god. I
You
think
know
I
how
don't know.
successful this was. Well, you know what's crazy? This is such a change in media. Me and Zach were talking about like Star Wars and how it's kind of becoming like a TV thing now. It's not really a movie.
Yeah,
It's
right.
kind of on the back burner weirdly. But like, think about how successful this would have been as a TV show.
Oh, this would have been great as a TV
Like this
show
is
for
like a
like the
serialized
idea.
thing where you could like do all these shitty storylines week after week and all your children. I mean, this is like a Disney Channel. This is
Yeah.
like a teenager soap opera, is what this is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
it
you know
could have
what?
been
You know that's really
huge.
interesting. That's really interesting because like I can't believe they didn't do that after releasing the movies. They should have.
They
I
kind
can't
of
believe
Yeah.
made
that,
this called The Vampire Diaries. Which
Oh,
is a very
okay.
popular it's basically fucking this.
Twilight.
Like
Yeah.
literally this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I that's a great point because I think if this was a series like that, just like this drama vampire soap opera, like as a series, it wouldn't offend me because I would know it's just like, okay, it's that trash. That's cool. Those
Yeah.
exist. It doesn't
Right.
bother me. But it does bother me that it's a movie because it's a movie, you know? I feel
Yeah.
manipulated.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you go in to see a movie, you pay like $11 to
And
see
you
it.
and you
Like you're
expect to see some
expecting,
heart.
you're expecting
Something
to see,
okay.
but like this, but this just feels like nothing. It's not a movie. It feels like a season finale of a TV show. Looks like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
you know, it's cool, but it's not, like seeing
Oh, dog.
Yeah.
What
Iron Man guy.
Okay, so what about this thought? If this was the finale movie of a series, like everyone calls this trash now, but do
It'll
you
be like
think
a
people would be
season
calling this?
finale.
Yeah, but would people
Yeah.
maybe they'd be like lauding this if this was in the context of like a season finale? It's like so good,
No,
unbelievable.
no, it would
I
still,
can't
Mhm.
my
it
eyes.
still be garbage. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like
That's true. Yeah.
the story.
Can't fix
Well,
that.
the story. This is not a cinematic story. This is a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
TV story.
Yeah. It's still a trash pile no matter how you divide it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, there is a Twilight Saga wiki. I could learn so much from this. So much.
Mm.
Like who is anybody?
Oh
Okay,
man.
Bella Swan is 18. So,
Swan.
hey man, I'm just reading the wiki.
Yeah. Don't shoot the messenger here. There are probably so many side characters that if you ask someone who's really into Twilight, they'll say, I like this person. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, I have no idea who the hell that is.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, do we nail down and talk this movie in
think
between outside and
we
left
did.
side? Yeah.
I think we did.
Well, I really want to watch the rest of the movies with you guys now.
I know. I think
Yeah,
this
I
would
kinda
be
do
our
too.
new series with Zach because it's easier. We could just do it on Zoom.
Yeah.
And because do you remember we wanted to review all the Star Wars movies with Zach? And that's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
We could still do it at some point. We did the first one. We did episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Um,
technically we did do 2.
Two's off the
Technically,
rails.
we did.
And we
Yeah.
did 7. Wait, what is the bad one? The most recent
Rise
bad
of
one?
Skywalker.
9.
Well, Zach
9.
wasn't on
9.
that. We should have put
Yeah.
Zach on that. Anyway. Yeah. Well, I think we should do this more often.
Yeah. What do we
I
call
forgot
this?
what I was gonna say.
Do we call this like thick and butter Twilight?
Thick and butter,
Yeah.
a Twilight,
A
Thick
Twilight.
and butter.
a Twilight butter, a thick,
A thick like butter.
a thick,
a thick like butter. A thick light butter.
a thick, buttery Twilight.
That sounds like thick
There you
light
go.
butter. Thick light butter sounds like the thing that you would put on your peanut butter and jelly ranch sandwich.
It sounds like a type of ranch, actually. Thick like
Oh,
butter ranch.
I would also
Ooh.
I'll put some celery on that too.
Yeah. Oh, can
Yeah.
I get some celery with my thick like butter, please? yes. Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. This has been episode 1, but movie 3 of the Twilight Saga. Click and butter reviews.
Episode 81. Zach, thank you so much for joining us on this.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Yeah,
It was
Bob.
great.
We love you. We need to do this more often, like I said.
Yeah.
Follow us on social media. Twitter.
Instagram. That's probably good.
YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube. That's not good at all.
I'm on Grindr. I mean TikTok.
The famous Thick and Butter OnlyFans.
Yeah, the famous.
Yeah.
I had to stop requests. I was getting too much requests for toe photos.
A man
I'm
can only take so many toe photos.
So many.
You have a limit.
Have a
limit.
So hold your toe photos and tell your parents about Thick and Butter. Tell your sisters and grandmothers about this family friendly.
And our frogs and our ostriches.
Frogs,
ostriches. And your fish. Don't tell your fucking beaver.
Keep dude, keep it from the beaver.
No beavers up in here. All right, everybody. We love you. Bye-bye.